Welcome to Sunday, welcome to Random Pick Day. Sit back, relax and enjoy today's episode. Now, one thing that I have heard quite a bit from you guys lately is that some of my squads are a little bit expensive, and also on the random pick itself, that just constantly picking the highest rated player in some normal situations means that I'm going to get some fairly normal players, the likes of Bale and stuff like that, who I don't know, you guys have seen a lot of before in the past. Now, today's episode is going to be based around inform players that are in between 10 and 20k. So again, I'm going to choose the highest rated, but typically we're going to come up against players that we may not have used before, and exactly this happens today. Like page number 4, our first player, we get lots of 80 rated opportunities. I could have gone with Ben Yedder right at the end there because he is a favourite of mine, but I decided to go with this Charles player in order to just change things up, do something a little bit different. Page number 9 is where our second player lies, and it is another 80 rated, and this time it's a second inform Mali, who is a German playing in the Bundesliga. A cam which looks pretty good. Again, someone that I might not have normally tried, and therefore in the idea of trying to change things up slightly, that is what we've got. And page number 11 for our final player is an 82 rated right back, Cerna, who plays for the Ukrainian side Shakhtar, and he's actually got some really good stats across the board. We'll get to that in just a second. Now I'm going to be playing the 4-2-2 today, something I'm not very comfortable with, but again, it gets me into a different formation, try something new, and also this is how I thought I could link players together, because it wasn't going to be easy to link those three very different players together. We had to go for Shakhtar players as to link up with Cerna. We've got the goalkeeper there, we've got the silver centre-back, we've got Felipe Luis and Inform Miranda at the back. Now, you could of course very easily use the regular Miranda or even Juan Jesus if you wanted to get the cost down even more. But Cerna is our first random pick player. Look at how awesome his stats are across the board. Really good, nearly a member of the 80+ club. His inform looks absolutely stellar. I'm really looking forward to actually using him in game. Felipe Melo, Luis Gustavo go in to link players together between the La Liga, the Serie A and the Bundesliga. Someone asked me to use Mastur into a video, and he actually plays for the same club as Charles, so he's gone into the squad as well today. And then Mali comes in as our second round of pick player. He's an 85 dribbling, should I say, on his second inform card. Decent pace, decent shooting. We've then also got Schürrle from this week's Team of the Week, someone that I used in a video yesterday but I was very excited about. So he's gone into the squad. And then we've got Charles, the third and final random pick player, 80 rated. He's either an upgrade or a second inform, I'm not 100% sure. 84 dribbling, 85 shooting, not much pace, but maybe he could stick some goals away. So that's the squad. It is looking pretty tasty, I think. Not too bad at all. And like I said, if you watched yesterday's video, I played like 3 or 4 games at the start of the day and literally let in 17 goals in those 4 games, which is absolutely terrible. I don't know what I was doing defensive-wise, but I was leaking goals all over the place. I put a lot of it down to the goalkeeper in this team, who I thought literally didn't have any hands. He was useless. And in the end, you'll see it when we come to review the players right at the end. I switched that goalkeeper out for a lower-rated, non-rare gold goalkeeper from Shakhtar, and he actually he was literally so much better than Piatov, whoever it was that I was using beforehand. Don't use the rare gold goalkeeper from Shakhtar. He's useless, in my opinion, anyway. Although we were leaking loads of goals, we were scoring quite a few as well, which is good, I guess. As you can see in this game here, we're 7-1 down. I think I ended that game something like 7-4. So as a creator, like, I got the goals that I needed, so it's fine. But of course, it's not the easiest thing in the world to let 7 goals in and not absolutely want to throw your controller halfway across the room and smash it into a million pieces. If you're like me, however, like I'm a really sore loser when it comes to gaming. I have to win, otherwise I'm just in such a shit mood. So yeah, that was fun to let in 17 goals in 4 games. However, the goals were going in. We were scoring, especially with our 2 strikers, who I did very much enjoy. There was a couple of moments where I thought Charles, the Brazilian striker, who is a random pick player today, was a bit of a bottle job. Like, he got in front of goal quite well. Positioning, really good. Opportunities, he got loads of them. But actually scoring them, sticking them in the back of the net, that may have been a slight problem for him. which is the one area of his game that I thought wasn't going to be a problem. When I saw his 85 shooting, I figured maybe he would be the sort of player to have really high finishing. I just wanted to quickly touch on what we talked about last week, which was the comments section, and I was going to be a lot more active in there talking to you guys. I want to say a huge thank you for the response to that. You guys have been amazing, and all week I've been trying to comment back to all of you guys that are leaving questions and just general positive feedback. Honestly, it's meant the world to me over the last week to see that there is positivity in the comment section, and that the comment section on YouTube doesn't necessarily have to be a negative thing that people try and just ignore because it's absolute AIDS, you know. So thank you for that. Massive appreciation for that. And those were the goals for the random pick. Let's give everyone a little bit of a rating. As you can see, I did change the goalkeeper out. Screw that other guy. He was useless. My two centre-backs were... I was putting down some of the goals to that Silver guy being a bit rubbish, but actually I think he performed all right. And Miranda is very good. Felipe Luis is a very good left back. This guy, Cerna, I'm giving him a 4.5-star value for money. Very cheap, of course, under 20k. And then an 8 overall out of 10, which is a pretty high rating, I think. He's good across the board, but he might not be the most perfect right back, but actually stick him in centre mid and he'd have probably done a job. I like my CDMs, they did a good job as well. This little Mastor guy, I wish he could have got a little bit more involved, but I think me and the 422 just don't get along, and that's going to affect Mali's rating as well. 4-star value for money for him, even though, I mean, I'd say that's a pretty good value for money. That's above average, at least. He's a second in form that you can get for nearly discard. But I don't think his value for money was that great because he just didn't get involved, which is a problem, of course. Schürrle was amazing. Really like him. I love that position change to a striker. He's definitely someone of value in my team. And then Charles, well, Charles was... he was alright, I guess you could say, but in terms of rating him, let's give him a rating of 4.5-star value for money, because he's basically discard, and he's got good shooting and dribbling, and a 7.0 out of 10, which I would say is extremely average. He just bottled it one too many times for me to give him a rating that was higher than that. He's average height, average skills, weak foot, all of that sort of stuff. There's nothing that absolutely blows you away with this player. However, it has been fun this week to actually change things up, put a different few players into the squads that maybe I wouldn't have used beforehand. So if you've appreciated that and you've enjoyed, then make sure you smash that thumbs up on the video. I would really appreciate it. Hope you have a great Sunday. Subscribe if you are new, and I will catch you next time. Peace.